everybody! Today I'm going to be introducing you to an awesome tool called Popplet, which you can access from popplet.com, that is a visual or graphic organizer of information. It can help you make some flowcharts, show connections between ideas, or take what would otherwise be a dull and boring summary in writing and help make it a little bit more interesting to your audience. First, a little bit about how Popplet works. When you get started with Popplet and you put an item in, you can add text. You can change the size of the text and whether it's centered, left justified, or right justified. You can change the colors of the box, so here I could change it to green or red or different things. You can also draw on the Popplet, or you can add pictures. So in this example, I've put in an image to illustrate the concept that I'm talking about. You can zoom to different levels, from small to big in your Popplet, or click View All so it'll fit on the screen. And when you want to make a new Popplet, you click on an existing one and use these little white circles to draw a new item and make connections there. If you double click on it, it'll bring it into where you can do some editing, or if you decide you don't want that, just exit back out. Now, the second part of what I'm going to do is demonstrate how you can use the screencast where you're narrating to make your Popplet assignment a little bit more interactive. So you do not have to screencast with this assignment, but you may, and it's a good suggestion for you to explain a little bit more of what some of your key points mean. If you decide not to screencast, then make sure that your Popplet has really complete descriptions of what it is that you want to do and why, as this is a major assignment. So you want to make sure that you've got some pretty good listings of why these things are important to you. So the next part I'll do here is demonstrate how you could use the screencast to have your key points or takeaway messages here with your different items, and use the screencast to add a little bit more description. So, for example, I have created this Popplet as if these were my 3 goals before graduating college, and I'm going to describe each of them a little bit more to you today. My 3 goals are to demonstrate student leadership, join the Miami University Honors Program, and secure an internship. My first goal, then, is to demonstrate student leadership. In high school, I was always pretty involved with clubs and sports and different things, and I haven't really made time to do that yet in college because I've been busy getting used to the new rigor of college classes and also working a part-time job and taking care of my family. So while I know that being involved on campus is important, I just haven't gotten around to it. So the first step I need to do is explore different opportunities and organizations that exist on campus. I know I could go to like the student involvement or student activities websites and find a list of different organizations that are out there. I'd really like to be involved either in student government or in helping raise awareness for students on better nutrition. And I don't know if there's a group out there that does that already, or if I might need to even show more initiative by starting my own group. The other reason why I know it's important to get involved on campus is that employers really want specific examples when you make claims. So if they ask me if I'm a leader and I say yes, that's a good thing, but then they're going to want me to follow up with the specific examples of how I have demonstrated leadership during college. So I think it would be important for me to do this on campus. I also think it would be good to help me make some connections on campus, maybe make some friends, and find ways to feel more at home here. The second aspect that I want to do is secure an internship. First off, I know that getting an internship really helps my chances of getting a job. It looks good on a resume. It gives me that practical experience in the area where I want to work in case I want to go to graduate school. I'm considering that, but I don't know if that's an option for me yet. So I think getting an internship in an area would help me get a job or be established in my future career. In particular, I want to make sure that counseling is really what I want to do with my life. I love helping people, and I'm kind of a listener that people come to. but I don't know if I want to do that all the time and get paid for it. And so if I can find ways that would help me practice or get experience with listening skills or working in counseling, then I can make sure I'm picking a good course for my life after graduation. The last thing that I want to look into doing is joining the University Honors Program. I know that I have to get involved in this program in my first or second year at Miami, and I think it would be a good way to help give me research experience. I like the idea of research, but I'm not really sure how to get started, and I think joining the honors program could help me get involved in a lab and figure out if this is an area that is something I might want to do for my career. The honors program will also help me stand out from my peers, because I know not everybody can get into it. So if I have a good grade point average and I am showing extra initiative by taking on more than just my classes, that can look good to employers and graduate schools that might look at my resume. It'll also help me build relationships with faculty. If I need to do some individual experiences, I have to have faculty partners to work with. So that'll help me get to know people individually and for them to get to know me so they can write stronger recommendation letters for me for graduate school. If you'd like to know more about the honors program, if it's something you don't know about, you could follow this link here to find out whether it's something that would work for you. Thank you for taking the time to listen about my 3 goals before graduating college. I hope that this has given you a way to get to know me a little bit more and find out about some opportunities that might be available for you as well.